So shortly before 5 p.m. today, Birmingham police officers were dispatched to the 200 block of 3rd Avenue Southwest on a possible hostage situation. When officers arrived, they observed a citizen come out with a firearm. That citizen was disarmed by another citizen and was subsequently shot. Officers then returned fire and shot the individual who shot the first citizen. The injured citizen that was shot by officers has been taken to UAB Hospital. They are conscious and alert. Aaliyah is on scene and is investigating.
Was there a hostage?
Well, that's what we're looking at right now. We're investigating to see, or Aaliyah is going to be investigating to see, was there a hostage situation.
Did they know each other?
We don't know that at this time.
So the suspect shot one person, and then the police shot the suspect.
Well, a citizen shot another citizen in the officer's presence, and the officers returned fire, shooting the person who shot the first citizen.
Has the person who the police shot been arrested, or was he taken to the hospital?
That person's been taken to the hospital.
So
Yes.
how many people are taken to the hospital?
So there's one person deceased and one person's been taken to the hospital.
Who is deceased?
The person the citizen shot.
Okay.
Were there ever any shots towards the police?
We don't know that at this point in time.
Okay.
That's one thing that Aaliyah will be investigating, trying to determine.
The officers involved, are they still acting on the case? Are they still...
No, they've been taken away from the scene.
Can you tell us about what apartment complex this was at, or kind of, you know, the
I don't know
original reasons
the
for
name of
hostage
the
call?
apartment complex. It's in the 200 block of 3rd Avenue Southwest. It's about all the information I have about the apartment complex.
Can you share why officers thought there was potentially a hostage situation?
Well, they were dispatched here on that. That was the original call that they were dispatched on.
There was nobody actually inside that you guys are aware of at this point? I mean,
Well,
someone
we
walked
did
out.
go in and get the injured person out of the apartment. They fled back into the apartment, and we went in and were able to rescue them and get them aid.
Chief, were there witnesses? Did other people see this happen?
That's one thing Aaliyah will be investigating. We just don't know at this point in time.
How long do you think the roads will be blocked off in this area?
Aaliyah's just now arriving on scene, so for quite some time.
How scary is it for officers when they do respond to hostage calls, whether you guys know it's a hostage situation
Well, any
or not?
call that an officer responds to like that is very dangerous, and officers have to use caution on any call, because sometimes your very simplest calls can turn into something very severe.
Is it normal for an officer to shoot back at civilians even if we're unclear if shots were fired at officers?
Officers witnessed the shooting in their presence.
And that's normal protocol?
Officers witnessed someone kill someone in their presence.
Y'all have a history at this address?
I'm unaware of that right now.
Do y'all know if it was a man or a woman or maybe domestic situation or anything like
Just
that?
don't know at this point in time.
How long has this scene been active, and how long do you expect it
We
to
got
continue to be active?
dispatched shortly before 5 p.m. So Aaliyah is just now arriving, so it'll probably take them several hours to conduct an investigation here at the scene.
What are some things that they're doing at the
person is
scene?
female, correct?
Say it again.
What are some things that they're doing at the scene, you know, when they
So then we
when
want to
they're
interview
arrived?
witnesses, look for video surveillance, any evidence. They'll want to collect that, talk to any potential witnesses, things of that nature.
If there is a hostage or if there was anybody inside, can we expect an update?
Yeah, if we get that information, Aaliyah's going to, unfortunately, is going to be handling the investigation. Birmingham Police won't, so they're going to have any additional information.
Any details on ages, anything about
Don't
these
have
people?
any of that information right now.
Is the deceased victim a female?
No,
So it's all male.
no. There's a male deceased and a female that's been taken to the hospital.
Okay.
Do you know how many officers were here at the scene as the shots
I do not.
rang out?
I do not.
Do you know the name of these apartments?
I don't.
What about the people in this area? Is it dangerous? Do they need to not be staying here if they live
No,
in
there's
this
no
complex?
danger to the public at this point in time.
The female that was taken to the hospital, do we have any idea of her condition? How she's
She was
doing?
conscious when she left the scene.
Do you know, do we have any idea on where either victim was shot or anything about that?
I don't have that information.
Or how many rounds were fired?
I don't.
Okay, do you think we're missing anything?
Not that I'm aware of. Do y'all have any more questions?
I have a quick clarify. So the woman that came out, she was potentially the hostage that we all got
We
called
don't.
on?
We just don't know at this point.
So you just know of two people at all? Okay.
There's one deceased and one that was taken to the hospital.
Okay.
And the one taken to the hospital was the one that fatally shot the other.
We just don't have that. I can't confirm that right now.
Did she come out of the
thought-
same building that he exited out of?
Yes.
Okay.
I
You
just wanna
did
be
say that
clear.
earlier.
I
You
understood
said that.
I said a citizen shot another citizen in the officer's presence, and officers returned fire.
And shot.
Chief, I understood you to say that a woman shot a man, and then the officer shot the woman who shot the man. Did I misunderstand
That's
that?
what I understood too.
That's what we think happened, but we can't confirm that.
Anybody else?
Any further details need to come from Aaliyah, or can we reach out to you? Who needs
Aaliyah, unfortunately, will have all the investigation, so they're going to have any additional
Well,
information.
quickly while we have you, could you just talk about some of the crime and the gun crime that we've been seeing here in the city? Obviously, this one doesn't impact youth, but we know a lot of young people have been involved, and this is obviously just another case where some kind of gun crime was involved. So can you speak a little bit on that?
We continue to take guns off the street every year. We've taken about 450 off the street so far this year. We continue to work every week to battle gun crime, working with our federal partners, with ATF and the U.S. Attorney's Office. It's not just a Birmingham problem, it's a nationwide problem. And we continue to combat that every day. It's frustrating, but we just have to keep working on it.
Well, and I know usually in the warmer months, police officers like to say that, usually some crime increases and things like that because more people are out and about. Is that something you guys think might happen this year?
It's a possibility. We adjust our resources every day based on crime. We're going to continue to do that regardless of the season of the year, the temperature of the day. We're going to continue to work hard every day.
Okay, thank you. All right, well, thank you so much,
Thank
Chief.
you.